Welcome to Trips Awakening. You connected with the truth one within the universe and universe is inside me. Greetings, Earthlings, and my loved ones. It would be an honor if y'all would join me. Now I'm about to drop some heavy stuff. Y'all will feel my ancient signals. When it comes to relatives, siblings, some of y'all say family, some of you Earthlings out there, just because you come out that portal, that doesn't mean that you are related. Because some of y'all could be connected to something higher. And certain bloodlines are at war with each other. You know, one of your siblings or relatives could be representing another bloodline that's negative. You know, and they're basically at war with each other. And I'm going to really break it down and I'm going to get real deep into this. You know, when it comes to that, certain relatives, certain things follow them from other worlds. And the way the system is set up, you know, is negative. You know, religion, the courtrooms, and politicians, gangs, you know, they are, the CIA, all of them, they are all connected together. You know, I can name a long list of groups and teams. And certain part of your relatives, they join that. They connect with that. It's all negative. You know, this illusion, it's not our reality. And some of us, we're just visiting, like me, to connect with certain individuals in other worlds. So when it comes to that, some of your relatives, when you reach that certain level where you just don't want to be bothered with negative energy and the programming stuff, they will not understand you. They'll label you or give you a title or say something like you're crazy. And there's nothing wrong with you. If anything, they have the issue because they have something negative attached to them from other worlds. Some siblings do trifling things, steal from you, or sleep with, or try to mess with whoever you are involved with. You know, or do trifling things out there. Be jealous of you. Just for no reason. And a lot of stuff follow them. And certain bloodlines are at war with each other. They don't even know who they are. They're confused and mixed up. They don't even know that negative energy is attached to them. You know, and you could be on something totally different. And if you're not on that system, that programming system, or that negative energy, then, like I said, they think something wrong with you, and there's nothing wrong. Certain parts of you basically died, and you can feel that, and I know all about that. You know, certain parts of you can feel certain parts of you die. You know, when you disconnect from the names and titles and see the illusion. See, me, I feel like I'm like in the twilight zone because I see a lot of mess. I see a lot of mess. And confused souls. Relatives. Associates. You know, I just hang around. I keep my circle small. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be around that negative energy, although negative energy will follow you. But you have to learn how to block it and stay away from it. You know, certain relatives, you know, are part of the society group and religion and all of that stuff. To me, that stuff is negative. You know, they bring it back spells and curses. And, you know, when you say you don't want to deal with that or hear certain things, first thing they say, you got the devil in you. And then, you know, when you say you don't trust in the guide and you just not with the fairy tales, because to me that's fairy tales. Some adults need to snap out of the fairy tales. They act like they actually know this fictional character. And this fictional character is on a piece of paper. I was telling somebody just today, you know, one of my loved ones, I was like, and I said this before, if you was to go to the courtroom and try to prove that the characters exist and the Bible or if God exists, you really wouldn't have a case. God is on a piece of paper, and that's it. Just the word God. You know, and like I said, it's nothing but names and titles. And some adults, I'm like actually really surprised. But you know, like I said, they got something negative attached to them, and they basically repeating this over again. You know, and they just don't get it. Some are under a spell. Some are just followers, and you got a lot of followers out there. There's more followers. If anything, there's more followers out there. And program people. Your earthlings, y'all programmers. The negative forces, they set it up with certain individuals like the negative stuff because they're negative. They like to promote the stuff that the society groups put out there. Society groups been to put this stuff in some of y'all's faces, but y'all didn't decode it. Nobody, like I said before, nobody's not exposing these society groups. They put it all in your face. You know, they take your energy and stuff. But, you know, y'all could get that back, but you love the negative. Certain bloodlines like that stuff. Promote racism, hate, and whatever the society groups put out there. They created certain things. And some of y'all will debate and argue over something that you didn't even create or write. You read certain things instead of researching yourself when it comes to these books. Like I said, some like the negative. They feed off of it. Certain relatives, they don't care. They will do you wrong. And certain strangers can connect with you because they on something totally different and high. Certain strangers, you can connect with them. And, you know, and I said this before, it's like when it comes to the bloodlines, you know, you could be actually dating somebody. Well, I'm not going to say dating, studying. You could be studying somebody and they could be related to you. You get what I'm saying? You could be related because the bloodlines are all over the place. You could actually be dating your cousin. And if you dating your cousin or something negative attached, you just don't know. And then you wonder why you have issues and problems and stuff like that, because certain bloodlines are not supposed to mix. You know, and to me, that's the reason why, you know, I when you reach a certain level, you separate from family. Because like you have relatives out there would choose their lover over their own child, or choose religion. You know, I can go on. You know, and your siblings can try to mess with your lover, or say some hateful stuff, or be on some negative stuff. And, you know, only call you when they need something or want something. And just keep bringing all that negative stuff and attach to this mess. Because you just got to disconnect yourself from that. And you can do it. Because like I said, certain parts of you died on certain levels. You're gonna feel different. You're gonna look at them like different. You know, they're not even gonna feel like they related to you. And that's just real. It's like certain parts of you, at first you're gonna probably be like, well, they supposed to be so-called relatives and stuff. But like I said, just because you come out that portal, that doesn't mean that you are related. You can connect with different strangers and stuff and have a, you know, better connection. You get what I'm saying? You will have a better connection. But, you know, when you cut them off and you reach a certain level, it's really not going to bother you. It will probably bother them. They'll think that you crazy or something wrong with you, and there's nothing wrong with you because you can't connect with that religion. You can't connect with the gangbanging. You can't connect with, you know, the lawyers and all of these different names and titles and God and the books of spells. You can't connect with that because you want something totally different. You know, and it doesn't matter what people think about you, because some of them will not be there for you, mentally or physically. So it doesn't matter. You know, when you get in tune, you got others in the spiritual world. And I'm not talking about on a physical form that you can connect with. You know, if I would, like I said before, if I leave my physical right now, that I would be happy. I'm not scared of, I'm not afraid of death. You know, like if these society groups would blow up this illusion right now, it wouldn't bother me. If they'd be like, oh, you got 24 hours, I would just, I would be happy. Like for real, I wouldn't even care. It wouldn't bother me. You know, because I don't fear, because I'm connected to the other side. I've seen other things out there. And some is going to basically be stuck because they just don't get it. They don't get what you want, and it doesn't matter if they don't get it. You just move on. And, you know, like I said, I'm just visiting. That's what I'm doing. I'm visiting, and I'm helping lost souls, connecting. Waking up DNA. You know, that's what it's all about. It's not about this material plane that some of y'all stuck on. Y'all stuck on this material plane, and certain bloodlines are, you know, they're trifling on so many different levels. You know, and everybody talk about, oh, well, all I got, you know, is just family and I got friends. And To me, there's no such thing as friends. I think that's a bunch of mess. You know, like I say loved ones. When I call you, when I say you my loved ones, you know, it could be your lover, or it could be, you know, your starseed, your stardust. To me, that's my universe. Or it could be somebody that's not, somebody that's in a physical form, that's not related to me. We can have a connection. Certain bloodlines connect. We could be on the same, a different stranger could be on the same bloodline, basically the same planet. And we have a better connection then. And that goes out to you all as well, some of you earthlings. You know, y'all could have a better connection with someone else besides your relatives. Y'all say family, y'all could have a better connection. Right? And I just had to put that out there. You know, it's a lot of stuff out there. And, you know, and I love to explore and see different things. Not in this illusion. You know, I can feel and I can sense. And some of y'all are probably, like I said, y'all on what I'm on. And they're going to look at you different. You know, it's basically the visitors against the illusion and the negative energy that's attached to it. You know, like we're like in the middle. Like I said, this is backwards. You know, we're visiting. We're setting up certain things. We're getting rid of negative energy. And we're going to keep getting rid of negative energy. But don't let your relatives, or even if you stay with them, because some of them, like I said before, they're probably on that religion and all of this and that, and you live with them. You don't have to be around that stuff. The universe will remove you away from that negative stuff. You just got to really get in tune and connect. There's a reason why certain things come in and out. Remember that. There's a reason. There's a reason why you're watching this video. And that goes for the others that can feel my signals in other worlds. What? Did somebody say something?